I think we undervalue God's sense of humor. There's a story in Mark 6 where Jesus takes his disciples to an isolated place to rest. But before his disciples could even settle, the crowds found them. 5,000 hungry people. And what does Jesus do? He turns to his disciples and says, "Hey, you guys have been working really hard. You need a break. Plus, I'm the main miracle worker around here. I got this. I'll feed them." No, that's not what he does. Jesus looks at his tired and hangry disciples and says, "You give them something to eat." It's almost absurd, isn't it? Jesus takes them to a place of rest and then tells them to do something impossible, to feed 5,000 men with 5 loaves and 2 fish. The disciples' response was logical. "Lord, it would take 200 days of work to feed these people." The text mentions 200 denarii, which is the equivalent of 200 days of work, y'all. The reality is the disciples responded with a scarcity mentality. They allowed their lack of resources and time to define their work potential. But Jesus wasn't trying to overwork them. He was teaching them a different kind of work, the work that flows from rest. The kind that begins by honestly naming what's in your hands, but then lifting it toward heaven instead of cursing its smallness. Because that's what Jesus did. He took what looked like lack, he blessed it, and then he broke it. And in his breaking, there was multiplying. In his blessing, there was abundance. In his hands, what wasn't enough became more than enough. I don't know about you, but I've lived enough life to know that I'm quick to call things impossible. I'm too eager to say, "This ain't happening. There isn't enough. I don't have enough. I'm not enough." Sometimes we look at what's in front of us, our time, our energy, our resources, and we curse it. We call it too little, too late, too weak. But maybe God is inviting us into a new sort of rest, a place of possibility, a heart posture that believes with him we can do in a single day what would take us hundreds to accomplish in our own strength. Maybe he's asking us to bring our lack, to rest in his presence, and to trust that his blessing will multiply as we surrender and share what's in our hands. Let's pray. Father, thank you for teaching me to rest before I work. Forgive me for cursing what feels small in my hands. Teach me to bless it instead, to lift it to you, the source of all abundance. Help me to trust that in your hands, what I give becomes more than enough. Do in a day what I can never do in a lifetime. In Jesus' name, amen.